Time now is 6:43 on this fabulous Friday, and we're starting off on the foggy side of things, but by the time we get into the afternoon, plenty of sunshine, and today is only the first day of some of these warmer temperatures, not only here in Central Texas, but if you're in the Brazos Valley, could break that record high once we get into your Mother's Day and beginning for your next work week. We'll stick around into the 90s in both Central Texas and the Brazos Valley throughout the middle of your week. But first things first, as I mentioned, it's a foggy start to this Friday. We're in a dense fog advisory. It's set to expire right now at 9 o'clock. So here's a look at what we could be seeing in terms of visibility numbers by the time just an hour before that is set to expire. Some areas are already starting to see improvement, but some areas will see the visibility miles still less than a mile. Once we get to the later part of your morning, once that dense fog advisory is set to expire, you see some areas going to get a little bit better, but it's still not even close to 10. Hearn, Cameron still could see 3 to 5 miles of visibility at this hour, and then by the time before we get into your lunch hour, look at this, all across the board we're seeing 12s, and that's exactly what we want to see. So as we go on throughout the day, won't have to dodge any rain. We are done with it, and as we take a zoom into our area, we're seeing some of that moisture moving in, and it's that moisture mixed with some of those calmer winds, some of those cooler temperatures that are causing that visibility issues. It's actually a pleasant morning to get outside if you had plans for that morning jog. Dew point value is only at 55, and it's the coolest start we've had yet thus far this week for that morning as we take a live look over Temple. Take advantage of it while you can, because by the time we get into the afternoon, temperatures going to be in those 90s, could even see the hundreds. And as I mentioned, Friday is the first day that we're going to start to see some of these summer-like temperatures, but it is definitely not the last. We'll see it here for the next several days, especially on your Saturday. Temperatures top out into those lower 90s with plenty of sunshine by the time we get into the afternoon. So if you have some outdoor plans, make sure to bring that water bottle along with you, especially because the heat index values are going to be even warmer. We could see over 100 when it comes to those heat index values, and up in the upper 90s if you're in Temple, if you're in Cameron, if you're in Killeen tomorrow afternoon. So heading out to West to go to that festival, definitely want to find a way to stay cool. Mother's Day is going to be another scorcher, so prepare to maybe make those plans inside with some air conditioning. Our record was set back in 2011. We saw 96 degrees then. Could see 98 degrees this Mother's Day along with that heat index value, so keep that in mind for any plans you have for this Mother's Day. And as I mentioned, even as we get into that next work week, we are staying in those 90s, so maybe a good idea maybe for a poolside weekend or to head to 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee.